Microscopically, it is made up of so-called liver lobules. Hundreds of liver what? Lobules. These lobules, they were actually so-called polygonal. They were hexagonal. They had how many sides? 5, 6 sides. Okay? In the center of, in order for us to really, all we have to do, since the tissue is made up of millions of those so-called many-sided structures, or the lobules, what we have to do, we just have to pick one of those lobules and study them to see what they are made of, because the rest of them would be what? The same. And as you recall, when you take a look at one of those lobules, in the center of the lobules you had central canal or central vein. Central canal or what? So when you look at, they're telling you this is a liver slide, so you look around, you always want to look at, you want to pick one of those lobules. This is one because I can see the central vein or central canal, because this is by itself. Here's another one. Here's another one right here. That's the central vein or central canal. Here's a central vein or central canal. So this is another lobule right here. This is a good one right here. Let's pick that. That's the central vein or central what? Central canal. Okay. All these, right, surrounding that, again, this right here, that's one lobule. In the center you have central vein or central canal. Around that you have hepatocytes. All of these dark purplish things are what? Hepatocytes, liver cells, where we haven't gone over their function. We know one thing they do, they produce bile, at least one. But liver does a lot of stuff, as we're going to find out on Thursday. But those are the hepatocytes. If you go, that was on scanning. If you go, I think maybe this is a little bit better, I guess. That's a central vein or what? Central canal. These are all hepatocytes. You see the space in between them? That's the sinusoid. So the space, remember, you have these little capillaries, you have these little passageways in between those hepatocytes, which is called what? Sinusoid. So these, as you see, what is the wall of the sinusoid made up of? The wall of the sinusoid is made up of these what? Hepatocytes. And here, these hepatocytes are simple cuboidal cells. Simple what? Cuboidal. So you have these passageways which are really created by the hepatocytes. And in the wall, you have these simple cuboidal cells called hepatocytes, and the passageway is called sinusoid. And then at each corner, right here, right there, we said we have three things. We call them triad, or portotriad, or portal tract. And those three things, one was portal vein, one was hepatic what? Artery, and one was what? Bile duct. Of course, if I'm looking at this right here, how do I know this is the hepatic artery, this is the portal vein, and that's the bile duct? I cannot distinguish that. Because in reality, if you want to do that, you have to stain them. Of course, then the slide becomes very expensive, very expensive. Otherwise, but at least I can see this right here. That's one triad, but you know what that triad made of. So here's the central vein, hepatocyte, and the sinusoid, the triad, and one could be hepatic artery, one would be portal vein, one would be what? I do not know which one is which, but at least I know this, that's a triad right here. Okay. And so this right here, that's one lobule. That would be what? One lobule. And then if you look in there, you can pick another one if you want. It doesn't matter. Just pick, I mean, that was a nice one, I guess, in there. That's the reason. Here's another one right here. This is the central vein. Yes, with hepatocyte and sinusoid. And then this is the what? That's the triad right there. That's it. So just pick one of them, and that's what your liver tissue is what? Made of. Yes? Just go study. Okay?